the hero, and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Back to the path,
And
baby.
at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay.
You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R on your controller. Oh, hey, that's good to know. All right, I'm going to go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is...
We're gonna enter the basement.
The door to the basement...
And chat, brace yourselves, because we're about to lie to our precious, precious princess.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Might work, chat.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Well, it's complicated. All right, let's see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she gets weary if you ask about talking. I was sent here to slay you. You were apparently supposed to end the world. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know if I screwed it up by doing that.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Turn to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Can't you just make the blade appear?
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
This one's
As she
rough.
rips her flesh from her bone,
Okay, there it
a
is.
sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Chat, forgive me. Just look away, chat. Look away.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
No.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and
A
there's
terrible, terrible
nothing in
enemy.
the world that can possibly save you from me.
How about this knife?
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Absolutely nothing.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver
Rawr!
a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Look at the fangs. Your fangs. Your claws. Your fangs and claws.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay.
Your nerves are seizing with pain. You know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
We're kind of injured, so...
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
No?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
I made her angry.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, chat. Time for the best princess. It's the witch.
You're on a path in the...
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Oh, we got the opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
What?
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Alright, we're going in with no blade.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No, narrator, you're the one who will be needing me as I enter the basement.
Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Definitely. Definitely.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
She's the best princess!
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home.
Oh my gosh.
I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
I didn't do anything.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Maybe.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Maybe.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Also maybe.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank
Giddy!
you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You
I want to
made a
be your
comment
friend.
back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
'Cause we did!
Oh, no.
I mean, we do.
You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task.
It's
at
definitely
hand.
complicated.
I don't care if you've
Might
been
not be
here
behind
before,
us,
and
but
I
it's
don't care if you
complicated.
think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
But I want to talk to the kitty.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
You should always talk to the precious little Mew Mews. Oh, let's see. We got some options. Ooh, I like this one. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I'll take it.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out?
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time. I think you're both making perfectly valid points.
He's
Sure,
right.
we didn't plot anything, but
She's
it's
right.
easy to see how she might think.
They're both right. I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. Well, if you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay. How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Did she just get out?
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
No. Okay, let's leave. Wait. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Maybe a little.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Nah, I think she's a straight shooter.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
All right. Let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Can I boop her nose? I just want to reach out and go boop.
She never
Look at
breaks
the
eye
little
contact,
nose. I love
even
it.
as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Look at the tail. I just want to give her brushies. I just brush, 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 brush.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
No.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Yep, that's right, Kohu. Ladies
It
first.
shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Nah, it'll be fine. You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Then I'm just gonna stand here.
Just go first.
No. You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first or we stay here. Up to you.
The princess
Oh, look at
leans
her face!
close,
Look at her
her
little
nose
face!
twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially.
Oh, it's a little face! Oh my gosh, just boop. Just little boop. Just little boop on the snoot. Oh, I love her so much!
What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
If I stink like a wretch, then why are you blushing? Look at that. Little blushing cheekies right there.
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really?
Let's find out.
No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Step onto the stairs.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
No, I'm really not. I'm just thinking about how much I want to touch your tail.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift. I don't follow.
The blade is still up there, fool.
Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye. Oh no.
Shiny kitty.
Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
Don't do it.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it.
I wasn't planning that.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab us. The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
What a cute little cackle it is.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
It's terrible. Okay, fine, you got me. Very funny. Can you let me out now?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
What about... I thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door.
No, I'm not.
So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Please just let me out. I promise I won't be mad.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here.
But...
It's in our nature to be trapped.
no! Okay, what happens now? I'm stuck here.
Why isn't he saying anything?
Narrator's gone.
I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
I'm sorry. Hi, kitty. You're going to your forever home.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Oh,
Should we
I gotta
try and
stretch.
find her?
Languishing? Was there a dictionary in her cell?
And is that a mirror?
I mean,
Why is it
languishing
here?
is a good word.
Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
I'm sorry.
You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy.
I'm sorry. Okay, bye. Oh, I'm all drippy. Back in the long quiet. Kitty.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
That is still one of my favorite lines that she says.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
And I think what does it feel like to change like this? I think this has the other line I really like.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I really like the writing on this part of the game when you have the mound and she's talking through the vessels. Let's say everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Does she just tell us to STFU?
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart.
Oh, that one got a 2-word description.
Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Aww. It's Kohu.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being.
Oh, that's not fair. You're right. All those hands get to pet her tail. I want to pet her tail.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I'm just kind of refreshing myself on what she says. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.